That's my first memory. Not a favourite dolly, not someone singing me a lullaby, but the police using a battering ram to get into the high-rise flat where Mum had left us alone. It can't have been the first time, but I think it was the final straw for a neighbour who contacted the police. They must have seen Mum do it on previous occasions, heard two tiny children cry all night and decided that this time, something had to be done. I'm sure there would have been other moments that weren't out of a perfect parent guidebook, but that one is stuck in my memory bank. Even if I close my eyes now, I can see the flat where I was left alone in my cot, my baby brother at the side of me, both left in stinking-filled nappies with empty stomachs, every shred of us neglected. The flat was a testament to that neglect. The carpets were black sticky-backed tiles which had been haphazardly attached to parts of the floor. There was a rancid cat litter tray which was never emptied, dirt everywhere, cans and tins left on kitchen surfaces, and not a single toy in the whole place. I wouldn't have been playing when the police came in, nor would I be holding a beloved teddy, because I had nothing apart from my imagination. From the first part of my life that I can recall, I would make up games in my head and disappear to other worlds. My favourite imaginary adventure was to pretend I was in a spaceship with dials on the wall that I could press. These dials would make the world in my head change colour or shape. They would make it sunny or give me a sky full of stars. I could choose whether to be alone or surrounded by strange little alien creatures, whether to go to the moon or visit another planet. Wherever I went, and whoever went with me, would be something I held on to when real life crept in. The dials on the wall gave me everything as long as I could imagine it. In reality, there were no dials. There wasn't anything I could touch at all. It was all in my head because I was never given anything. I know that lots of families were, and are, poor, but children are creative. They'll play with empty boxes, making them into castles or caves. They'll draw on the backs of envelopes with a scrap of pencil worn down to the nub, or make new worlds from hanging blankets on a clothes horse. Those are such little things, and I didn't even have them. I still wanted to play, though. What child doesn't? To this day, I've got burn marks on my thighs from when I would get all of the things out of the kitchen cupboard to make pretend cakes, caustic soda being one of them. It would drip down on me as I tried to make something, pretend it was icing sugar, left alone no matter the consequences. I was never really supervised because I had a mother who was completely disinterested. I don't know whether she was drunk or out when I made those cakes, or whether she was just completely unbothered about what I was up to, but the thought that a little girl would only have that to enjoy breaks my heart. From when I was a year old, I was already known to social services. A request for advice assistance form from October 1974, when I was less than 18 months old, simply states, marital problems. In more detail later on, the report says, husband irresponsible, stays out nights. She, Mum, was thinking of getting a separation at one time. Debt in family, 3 weeks rent arrears, husband comes in drunk sometimes. It seems so bland written down like that, but those words hide more neglect and dysfunction than you might think. All of these records, all of these memories have been a jigsaw I've had to piece together. Not everyone gets their records, despite there being a legislation in place to allow access. Many are lost in fires as they are paper copies from decades ago. Some disappear when offices are relocated. On occasion, they can be so heavily redacted that nothing makes sense. I've trawled through all of mine, each revelation making a little more sense but also shocking me. There is so much minimising from all sides, and yet also a great deal of awareness of what was going on, although it was virtually all ignored. As I've put together the information in those files with the stories held in my own mind and body, a terrible picture has emerged.